just a super quick announcement. Please make note of this. Tonight's basketball games, the start tip-offs have been moved back 30 minutes. So the girls varsity marina game will start at 5:30. The JV boys against Pacific Point will start at 7. So please dial that in and send out information to folks that need to know that if your parents are coming to watch. And then the other thing is, as of right now, we also still today have a boys soccer game against Oakwood as well. So that's 3 contests with 3 different schools on site this afternoon. There is no girls soccer game today, by the way. Trinity will work out the reschedule. So please put your stuff away in your lockers. Don't leave stuff lying around that's of value. Not because we are slandering folks coming from off-site, but it's just good habit to get used to that. There's going to be a lot of bodies and people moving around campus after school. Thank you.
Okay, so tomorrow, is going to be an Asian Culture Club meeting in room 9. We're going to talk about like a possible upcoming trip to Japantown or Chinatown in San Francisco. So we'd love to have you cannot.
Make sure to come.
Lit Matters, please remember there's going to be a meeting tomorrow, and if you are going to make posters or have anything to do for tomorrow, please make sure that that is done. And as well, we should have a Lit Bag email submission in addition to the box at the library soon. So if you have anything that's only digital, if you are a digital artist or you have video content that you'd like to submit to Lit Bag, you can do that soon. Thank you.
There's going to be a JETS meeting today, so downstairs Underworld. Please come, we'll be discussing what we did last time and the competition. And then there's also going to be a Key Club meeting tomorrow, and we're going to be organizing our bake sale and sort of an awareness project for next week, so please come.
Tomorrow is movie character day, so make sure to dress up. It'll be fun.
If you're interested in being a teen conservation leader at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, there's an informational meeting in room 8 today at lunch. It's a really fun program and it gets you a lot of service learning hours.
Winter Ball is tomorrow. We are selling tickets today in the Breezeway. Couple is 35, single is 20.
We will be selling couples and singles today and tomorrow during lunch, but we will only be selling singles at the dance. And also, rain is in the forecast for tomorrow, but we do have protection from the rain, so please still come.
Hi, everyone. Forms for both Santa Clara and Beaumont, please get them in as soon as possible. We really need them.
Also, there's an MUN meeting next Tuesday at lunch in Mr. Murray's room.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Aviation Club in the physics room today at lunch.
So we have chess club tomorrow. Unfortunately, our usual meeting place is the Commons, and during rain, the Commons will rain. So, if it rains tomorrow and you want to go to chess club, then we will probably meet in the student center tomorrow. Yeah, thank you.
Sitting in a taxi in the early hours of the morning, I watched as the familiar buildings and streets I had grown to love whipped past me. I thought about the last hours before that moment, hugging my friends and my host mother, and packing my belongings into my already stuffed suitcase. I remembered first arriving in Spain, fearing the unknown. But in that moment, what mattered was that I took a chance on something I thought was worthwhile. I only completed Spanish 1 the year before, so when my parents offered the possibility of going to Seville, Spain last summer, the language barrier was my biggest fear. In the days leading up to my flight, I realized that I would be leaving the security of my home. I would have to navigate complicated streets and converse in a language I was less accustomed to. On the way to the airport, my palms sweated. as I thought of everything that could go wrong. Knowing me, I would probably miss my flight or get lost in the airport. During that month, I did hit a few difficult bumps. Since my sense of direction was not that great, anxiety seized me every time I got lost. Once, I was so confident I could get home on my own, but I still got lost, despite using a GPS app. Another time, I woke up late and missed attending an activity with my tour group. Running to catch up to them in the sweltering heat did not help my situation either. I instantly wanted to return to America. But the people I met there made the trip enjoyable. At first, my awkward relationship with my host mother included silent meals, except for the ongoing Spanish soap operas playing in the background. It was not until she mentioned Michelle Obama's interest in visiting Seville that we began opening up about different topics, ranging from our own families to our mutual dislike of Donald Trump. I was a part of an exciting group of friends that took 10 p.m. strolls to buy gelato and the occasional frenzied sprints to our houses to beat the 12 a.m. curfew. The Spanish students I met there spoke near perfect English and were more similar to me than I realized. The culture shock that I was warned about was not apparent. Afternoon siestas were heavenly good, and I adjusted well to the later eating times and entertaining nightlife. Homesickness overcame me the first 2 days, but it soon disappeared. Only a few aspects actually surprised me, like the vast independence children there had at a young age. Even the simplest things, like taking a train or taxi on my own, allowed me to experience that freedom and be proud of myself. Ending the trip was a bittersweet moment. Although I look forward to returning to my friends, family, and the thrilling summer reading. I wanted to continue living that carefree life I've become accustomed to. I realized how independent I became through my own mistakes, such as spending way more money than I intended to. I was a part of an exciting group of friends that bonded through a unique culture. Taking a chance on this trip was not as terrifying as I originally thought it to be. Now I know that the moment I braved myself into this frightening opportunity, I began living more each day, saying yes to new experiences that would make for riveting stories later on. If I'd said no, I wonder what would have happened. Instead, I realized that although taking a chance may be risky, and it may seem scary, who knows how absolutely terrible or perfect something will be. The only way to find out is to take that chance and hope.
Again, to honor the students who participated in TEDx last September, Joseph Teagan somewhere, Lake Isabel, and our own John Daniel. They really had the courage to stand up, not just in front of the school community, but the entire world. Those videos are now published, and you can watch them on the TEDx official TEDx YouTube channel, and hundreds of viewers, thousands of viewers around the world are watching those videos. If any of you are interested in participating in TEDx next year, we will be selecting students this spring. So now is the time to start thinking about whether you are interested in participating in that application process. We will be selecting probably 4 students out of a group of larger students to speak next fall. And that is going to be in November 16th. And I highly encourage you to check it out. It's a very valuable process. Thank you.
and go on a CIEE trip, you can still apply, and there are still scholarships available. The earlier deadline was a guarantee that you would be placed in the program that you want to be in. So some of the programs may be full, but you can still apply and you can still get that scholarship money. Regarding the students who are going with me on starting this Friday to the Village Project over in Seaside after school, we are having a mandatory meeting during the first half of lunch today in the Underworld, in the Latin Room, Day Hall, downstairs. And Cameron, Cynthia Wrong, and Hong Lee, I need you to pick up a packet for me so you can see me right here, right after break. I'll give that to you. Thanks.
In a little less than 3 weeks, on the morning of Tuesday, February 7th, here at York and at many other schools across the United States, students will have an opportunity to take a very difficult math test. This test is constructed by it's called the American Mathematics Conference, or it's the AMC test. It's a contest. And there is both a version for students up to the sophomore year, so an AMC 10 and an AMC 12. Students, those of you that are interested in participating in this test on that morning, that will be an F day, and the test will begin at 8:30 in the theater, and so will extend until about 10. It's about it's a 80 or 90 minute test, and so you would miss the first 2 periods on F day if you take the test. I need to construct a list of all the students that are interested in being part of that and participating in taking the test. So I'm hoping that you will talk to your math teacher about your own interest in being included there, and I hope all the math teachers will talk to their classes about this opportunity so I can construct this list and we know ahead of time who is going to be missing classes that morning. So again, it's Tuesday, February 7th. It's an F day in the morning. See me if you have questions and/or your math teacher. I also have materials that you could use to practice old exams, to see what you think of taking the AMC. And so any questions that you have about that, see me or your math teacher, and I'll be back in touch with you about that in a couple weeks.
Okay, an enthusiastic list of you signed up for the trip to the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. If you become less enthusiastic between now and next week, you got to let me know in person, not the day before, but sooner, so that we can have an idea of how many are going. I'll send out an email this weekend to all of you with more details. We're kind of filled up, but if some of you from Santa Cruz would like to go, we just happen to have Ms. Parsons driving from Santa Cruz, so we have some slots there, and we'd love to fill those. Anyways, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Go to class.